Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
O beloved of the Prince of Vraja, when will this person, after washing your lotus feet, lovingly braid your hair with the beautiful fine garlands?
Prince of Vraja,
O beloved of the Prince of Vraja.
O beloved.
When will this person, after washing your lotus feet, lovingly braid your hair with the beautiful fine garlands made by the florist girl Narmada? In his Svarupa Vesha, Shri Raghunadas has dried off Srimati's limbs after her bath and dressed her. Then, when that vision leaves him, he cries and rolls on the bank of Shri Radha Kunda, saying, "When will you fulfill the long-standing aspirations of this wretch by giving me my desired service?" His heart melts for want of direct personal service. Then again, humility wells up in his heart, and understanding his unworthiness, he begins to weep again. Still, he cannot give up hoping. When he remembers the compassion of his Ishtadevi, his heart is illuminated by the light of hope. This hope is nectar that revives the sadhaka.
Faith, hope is a nectar. Without faith, hope not come. Without hope, love not come. Then we become hopeless.
This hope is nectar that revives the sadhaka, who is suffering the pangs of separation. In Stavamala, Srila Rupa Goswami prays, "O destroyer of Aghasura, the greatest souls have hardly been able to worship you. But when I hear about that, my heart, that is totally devoid of any devotion, feels pain. But when I hear from the scriptures and the sages that the waves of your compassion are flowing towards everyone, from Lord Brahma down to the meanest creature, the drops of nectarian hope cool off my heart and soothe it. When the practicing devotee is immersed in remembrance of Sri Radha. Smarana Nishta. He feels as if he directly serves her. And when he gives up that remembrance and returns to worldly thoughts, he feels as if he falls from heavens into a desert. In remembrance of Sri Radha, Smarana Nishta, he feels as if he directly serves her. And when he gives up that remembrance and returns to worldly thoughts, he feels as if he falls from heavens into a desert. Hope is what keeps that practicing devotee alive. He cannot do bhajan when he feels, I am not going to get it. The hope for attainment makes a seat for himself in the heart of the devotee. When meditation becomes very deep, visions start coming. Although the Goswamis are eternal associates of the Lord, they still relish the flavors of sadhana, calling out and lamenting, Ha Swamini, be merciful to me and take me into the kingdom of devotional service. Then Raghunatha's mind and heart return to the kingdom of transcendental leelas as he gets a vision of his next gradual service.
Sri Radha.
In his spiritual identity as Tulasi, Shri Raghunath takes Swamini into the dressing room and washes her lotus feet again before she starts drying Swamini's wet hair by squeezing it in a white cloth and perfuming it with fragrant aguru incense. How expert she is in that service. Upasana means staying close by. Srila Narottam Das Thakur sings, Radha Krishna Seva Moy Jivane Marani. I serve Radha and Krishna in life or in death. And I look at their playgrounds and their pastimes day and night. Wherever the adolescent couple perform their pastimes, I will be as a companion of the Sakhis. When a devotee is fully absorbed in smarana, it is as if he directly serves Yugala couple. Smarana means mental association. A Brahmana from Pratishpanapura burned his finger after sticking it in an offering of hot sweet rice, which he had just cooked in his meditation. Sri Raghunadas Goswami got physically diagnosed indigestion from overeating in his meditation. Shri Krishna Das Babaji from Govardhan broke a bottle of oil in his meditation, and all of the people that lived in Manasi Ganga could actually smell it. And the body and clothes of Srila Madhu Sudana Das Babaji of Surya Kunda were covered with colored powders after he had mentally played Holi with Radha and Krishna. These examples show the miraculous transcendental power of devotion. If devotion is false, then what is real? Devotion is a portion of the Lord's innate energy, Swarup Shakti. Just as devotees have spiritual discussions with each other, Ishta Goshti, similarly, the sadhaka should also awaken his desire to have Ishta Goshtis with the Sakhis and Manjaris. Stay with them, sit with them, for the words of the great devotees have great power. The scriptures and the great saints say that when the devotee's devotion ripens, he can see his beloved deity in all the moving and non-moving creatures. I and you. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya.
Read again, a little loud.
Yeah. The scriptures and the great saints say that when the devotee's devotion ripens, he can see his beloved deity in all the moving and non-moving creatures.
That's the point. You is everywhere. But we have to fix you very, very serious. Problem with this, my view is not fixed, my eyes not. Immediately I go in other eye. That is silly. That has to be perfect. Eye and in. Then I will see from my eyes you in everything. Simple. Sure.
He who sees Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 8. The pure devotee sees only Sri Krishna when he looks at the moving and non-moving entities. He sees the moving and the non-moving beings, but he does not see their forms. Everywhere he perceives his Ishtadev.
Yeah. That is reality. You, ITC is you. Practice is so fixed. Then person say, why you say temple recommendation? Or if to imagine that. You start from something. That you is one form here. And then I will see the real form when I come to I to relate divine to you. And then I will see you everywhere, in every living, not in only intention. That is the perfection. But without fixing, it's not possible. After that, condition will stop us. You know?
When is condition stopping?
Condition every moment.
No, when is it stopping? when does it finish?
What?
When the body finishes.
Nobody knows. In body finish, no such.
No.
This is the gift of the body that we can do the practice. But it is the gift for those who want to fix there. And body is the hellish thing for those who want to suffer in material. They are hopeless condition. And who is not hopeless, who has a desire, then body is the boon, senses are the boon, mind is the gift. All is a gift. They all help me. Senses clean us, and this way I can make more peaceful my mind. All is a gift. When you is fixed with my eye, that says Sarup and Sarup Siddhi. Many don't want to listen Sarup word.
Maharaj, you're insisting this point of the I and you and fixing I can relate to the divine like a mother or a father, but to tell me to fix a name and a form, it doesn't seem natural to me. Can I not just relate like a mother or father? Why have to give a specific name or form?
Mother, if you say, if you are not a son, then you cannot relish your mother.
Yeah, but I can also be a son or a child.
No, one thing you have to relation. If you want to develop relation, like a Ramakrishna Paramahansa, he fixed like a son to her mother.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I don't have to. I mean, a child doesn't call my physical mother's Margaret, but I don't call her Margaret, I call her Mother.
You miss the Lord. You are mother for Ramakrishna Paramahansa. I miss son. You read his book, he always talk in the son identification. And he see every place his mother.
I understand.
Because he was worshipping to Ma Kali, so he has a Kali mother.
So
He fixed with Mother Kali.
but like I can relate to mother, son, mother, or child and mother.
Divine mother,
Divine mother, yes,
Yeah.
I'm saying that.
not material mother.
I understand that.
Jesus was divine father.
But why I have to say Kali or some Radha or something else? Why not just mother?
Huh?
Why have to fix Kali or Durga or Radha? Why? What's wrong just to say with mother?
Your mother?
No, like a divine mother.
Who is this divine?
Well, it's a mystery. Just
Well, the mystery will be happen. If you not see, then you are not close.
But
It's
for
a
me-
mystery.
maybe your people is different, but for me it would be just an imposition on myself to say, okay, I'm fixing a particular name. I can't say that from my own experience.
Because you want your own experience. This is the gift from
What else
the
do we have?
This is the gift from the spiritual master who can connect you. Why this gift is a gift to be more personal. If I am a mother and I am not personal with mother, mother will not care me.
But I don't call my own mother by her name, I call her Ma or Mother. If I call her
Right.
name, it's less personal.
Huh?
If I call my mother her name, like Margaret,
But I
it's
have
less
to know the form of my mother. You know, say mother, and you know what she is white complexion, how she looks. If you cannot relate this, how is mother?
But I'm not-
If you say to father, and you cannot feel the father form, how is your closeness?
but even the name Mother, Ma, has a resonance.
That
has a
is
feeling.
one stage of consciousness, is not bad.
That's as far as I can go to be authentic to myself.
So you can do that. More personally, they will come to you, then you have to know that.
But I feel that that divine source is compassionate, and if someone is sincere, they're compassionate, and then if that's revealed to me, I can.
That all depends upon person to person.
Right, but
Everyone has a different. You reach here, and other not reach there also. Sitting everyone, huh? You reach in this point that I cannot say to name and I cannot identify myself. You reach here. But the day, many are not there also. So you are lucky. Time will come when you will close, you will see that.
I'm ready.
You are in right way. You are moving right way.
So it'll have to come naturally. I can't jump to that.
No. It will come.
Okay.
When her mercy will come, it will come. But you are in good position. Thank you. Wow. Any relation is divine. Any feelings is divine. And any without form or with form is also divine. The form takes fastest and without form takes little time. That's the difference.
I think sometimes we get the teaching that at one point of our development we have to accept what sadhus or scriptures tell us. Because we have a limited mind, we cannot understand by our own mental speculation the absolute spiritual truths. So sometimes it's difficult to accept what advanced souls, sadhus, saintly persons, or what scriptures say.
The problem is this, that I have 100 floors of the house. Yeah?
100 floors.
100 floor flat building. And one is in ground floor. Some realized person is in 60 floor. Some are in 50 floor. But they are up is more better. And some is in the ground floor is not good. It has to go in second floor, third floor, fifth floor. That he can step by step is progress. So what he says is the progress. He is also in some floor. But identifying without name is also one progress. Slowly, slowly, when I will become, you become close to me, then you know me. Different stage is a progress. But you cannot say it's not progress.
I also feel that all names and forms belong to that divine source.
It's all Saisana. We are in progress. I like you because you're some floor you are staying. But when you will see, you will get the association more and more, then you will feel some floors are left. If you have a desire, you will go. If you have not desire, you will stay there. Understand? Because this is the circumstances. That we want to go, then we will progress. If we are happy in the circumstances, we are happy. But your stage is good. I can feel it.
बेटे क्या खाओगे?
क्या खाए? तुम आ गई, सब खा लिया। 3 सप्ताह कहीं जाने को नहीं मिलेगा। जो है उसी में बनाओ खाओ, जो सब खाए। या 9 बजे खाए। हुआ।
So the scriptures and the great saints.
अरे सुनो, ब्रेड बटर ले लेंगे, छोड़ दो। कॉफी, हाँ, ब्रेड बटर दो।
The scriptures and the great saints say that when the devotee's devotion ripens, he can see his beloved deity.
Then he can see ripen. One rice you put. Ripen means one rice you put for cooking. When you eat, when it's ripe, and when it's hard, you cannot try it. You go to the tree, fruits are there. You take the fruits from there, what is ripe. If you not take it out, it will fall down. So, and that is a sweet fruit, because it's a ripen. And if it's not ripen, it will be sour.
It has to ripen naturally, gradually.
Natural things. Natural, gradually ripen. You have to give time to ripen. You cannot take when it's unripe.
No OGM.
Huh?
No OGM. OGM is when you want to.
It's not ripe, you cannot eat. It's more natural, natural way. Unnatural way he is talking. But naturality is this, that when the ripe, it is ready to eat, ready to understand. Eat means ready to understand. Yeah. Go on.
So when the devotee's devotion ripens,
Yeah.
he can see his beloved deity in all the moving and non-moving creatures.
See. Non-moving, you can see your divine. In and out is divine. Ramakrishna Paramahansa was the only one pujari of mother, and he fall in love doing service. And then he starts behaving like a mother. Other take 15 minutes to decorate, he take 3 hours to decorate. Because he decorates and he see, no, this is not good. Again he see, no, this is not good for me. He do the 3 hours the same thing, what he can do in 15 minutes and a half hour. Because he is so much ripened that he don't know what is the best today to do for him. He is a madness. He is ripening, matured stage. Yeah.
The pure devotee sees only Sri Krishna when he looks at the moving and non-moving entities. He sees the moving and non-moving beings.
Here written Krishna
It's from Srimad Bhagavatam.
Krishna is open. This place anyone can come. Is identifying you. Understand? It's not disturbance. This Krishna you can see everywhere, means you can put your goal and you can see everywhere. You. This name is universal for every opening. Like here is written Krishna, I meditate in Vraja. Mother Shakti. Radha Shakti. Love Shakti. So it's different Krishna. Change this name, change in different mood of the sadhaka. Yeah.
He who sees the moving and non-moving beings, but he does not see their forms.
Don't see the form.
Everywhere he perceives his beloved deity.
This form, I feel this is not non-moving. Although it's broken, but I love because I see different way of thinking and looking will be changed. That's it. It's non-moving thing, but it become moving in my heart because he reminds us his beauty. He reminds me that I am with him, with my you. I'm always with you. Everything, this is the divine vision. When I start looking everywhere to you. For that, Ishthanistha is avasya. Fixed with your one, like somebody is in fixing in light. No form, one fixed in form, both reach. But easy is with a form and little time without form. You see Bhagavad Gita 12 chapter 11 to 12 with form and without form mentioned there. How it takes time. Both can possible to do. But the time takes a little longer and this time takes more short, faster. Yeah. But both are good.
Can I share? Actually, also one person is meditating on form, there are also many others who have form who come with this to help you. And when we are meditating only on light, then you're on your own somehow.
That is the point. Very good. Who as in that form, they are also welcome, they are very happy to guide us.
I'm not saying only light, I'm saying like a mother. Just I'm not able to
That is
define the native form.
also form is not clear. But she is very right. She said that when I meditate in form, then motherly energy is all who is living in that way, they help me. Like I am in the practice of Manjari Bhav to Radha, then all Manjari will come and associate of Radha will come to help me. Because many things to learn after that. That devotional practice starts when I identify myself with you, then my practice starts. Before it was just formalities I am doing. It was nothing. Passing time in goodness. The real time starts from the day when I know I and I fix my with that way and I start looking in all living and non-living entities. That is my divine vision become divine or not. That is Nitai. Nitai means non-living and living.
So just from clarity, sorry, when you say fixing I, so if I'm, say, fixing on Radha, then I means like Manjaris. So
I means Manjari.
okay. So it's in relation to the city.
Yes, yes. And fixing I like a mother, then I have to be a son to relate with mother. And to grow my spiritual I, we need the breastfeeding from him. Like a small baby, how it grows. Without mother breastfeeding, no child can grow. We need the shelter of dust with cellular shelter. When breastfeeding will spiritual I will do, then all motherly energy will be divine mother. We want to go to divine conjugal love when there is no covering in between I and you, not outside, with no covering, then conjugal love can start. And if covering, I am hiding from my I to you, then is no conjugal love, only talk. Covering between I and you. Not physically. Physically you have to be normal. Not that you become naga, naked, then I cover, I am out, I am not in covering stage. No, these are show. Real covering from I and you. That has to be meditation. what I want to make relation, I and you has to fix. So many varieties of relation. You understand? It's all move like this. You cannot say different way of meditation. No. Only one I and you. I has to merge in you, maybe different philosophy. But I and you has to be no. Then yoga will start.
It's difficult for me to fix on that.
That takes time. Because if I do some practice, to understand takes time. That is the ripened stage. I understand your difficulty because I can feel it. Yeah. And I respect your qualities. Yeah.
He who sees only his worshipable Lord in all the living entities.
That is the point. He who sees every place worshipful, not only in temple. Then why temple recommendation? Why this? To fix what you want to see in worship. And that point is to fix one. If you no fix, you cannot do it. Where your desire, you have to fix that. If you want to be personal, there are two things. One is a personal, one is impersonal. Impersonal means I want to recognize, but I don't want to make relation. I want to feel it from distance. Yeah. I feel this from distance is better.
He who sees only his worshipable Lord in all the living entities, and who sees all the living entities in his worshipable Lord, is the greatest devotee. Devotion makes the Lord perceivable through all the devotees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Devotion makes the Lord perceivable through all the devotees' senses.
And again?
Devotion makes the Lord perceivable through all the devotees' senses.
You understand? Devotee can perceive from his all senses to the you. Perceive means can feel. Because these senses become Kshatriya. Sadhak seva sadhak rupa. With the physical body we have to do service to develop my Siddha Rupa. And when Siddha Rupa we fixed, my eye is fixed, it's become umbrella to me. Divine umbrella. All senses will change. Siddha. Deep. Close. Seva sadhak rupena, siddha rupena kshatri. Kshatri means samrat.
The last line says, this is the greatness of devotion.
Yes. Radhe Radhe Gaur